Good morning children, welcome back to the class. So dear children, I hope you have learned yesterday what I have taught you. This about the courage and truthfulness. We have completed two parts and we have discussed about the what is courage and how we get the courage, and other thing is, and we have seen that on a very great example about the George Washington. So what he has done and how he has revealed the truth in front of his father and how the father felt, everything we have seen. So the punishments or scolding, because of that if you escape the scolding and punishment, if you say the lie, then one day how long time you can hide your truth? So to hide one lie you have to say another. So lie that one by one you will be going on saying the lies there. So one day everything will be burst out and you will be stand in front of everybody as a liar. So do you want that? So if you don't want that, so be a honest and courageous person. So now let us continue the lesson. Lesson number 4. What is our lesson? Courage and truthfulness. Now page number 17 you come. Okay. Dishonesty makes you lose your peace of mind. So what it is, what that is, dishonesty makes you lose your peace of mind. Yes, dishonesty makes you to lose your peace of mind. So when you dishonest, when you are saying a lie, when you are making others in trouble, to escape yourself, so you are blaming others. If they are good also, if you are blaming and you are going on gossiping about others or telling lie about others, means what you will lose? Can you be happy? How long time can you be happy? That time when you keep anybody in a such a difficult position, that time you may see and be happy. After that you cannot be at peace, because in your mind, in your heart will be telling there, you have done the wrong thing. You have done the wrong thing. So that thing, it will be every time, whenever you see that particular person, your brain will be alerting you, you have done a mistake towards that particular person. So we have to be careful and we will not have the peace of mind. And credibility, respect and relationship. Not only peace of mind, quality of trust. Credibility means what? Credibility. So means what? Quality of, or that how the trust, quality of trust we can say. So trust you can write here. So this is trust. So nobody will trust and you cannot trust anybody. Respect and friendship. You may lose the friends. So the person's friendship and respect. When you are with everyone in a pure heart, means you will have more friends. But when you start speaking about others in a bad manner, if their mistake is not there also, if you are speaking in a wrong way, then immediately one day the time will come and people may speak to you but not heartfully. People may make friendship with you, but it is not a true friendship. So the real friendship when you will get, when you are in a correct way. If you have a good character, then you will have more friends with a pure heart. They will be having friendship with you. So you have to remember that to have a peace of mind or a trust on you, respect and friendship. When you will get all these things, when you are honest. If you are dishonest, you cannot get anything. Honesty and truthfulness clear your vision of life. So honesty and truthfulness, if you follow this both means, so you can have a bright future, I can say. Your outlook and help you develop positive thinking. So your outlook and help you develop thinking. So when you are honest and truthful, then outlook, when anybody sees you, they will understand, yes, this girl or this boy speaks the truth and they have good character. So that helps to positive thinking. Everybody will start thinking about you in a positive manner. Whenever they see you, they will smile at you heartfully. They will be smiling at you heartfully. They will be smiling. And they will speak to you also very happily. Not keeping anything in a mind. For name's sake, they will not speak. Heartfully, they will share their things with you. And they will have the good opinion. And they feel like talking to you more. Among all the values, honesty is the most difficult one to practice. Yes, dear children. So, among many values we have, when we see in a moral science only, in the end of the lesson, key values we will be learning, moral values. So, everything in that, what is very difficult to practice, which one is very difficult there? Honesty. So, what is very difficult? So, honesty is the very difficult step. So, this honesty helps us to stand. Difficult to practice and it helps us to stand in a correct way. In order to teach someone honesty, one has to be honest. Yes, first of all, if you are teaching anybody, if you are telling anything to others, first of all, what you have to be honest. If I am teaching you, I am telling you all that. First of all, I should be honest towards my work, towards my relation, towards my how I am mingling with my colleagues. So how I am talking with my students. Everywhere, in all the ways, I should be honest. So I should not make a mistake. And if I come and tell you, what is there anything that you can learn? So first of all, when we are telling anything, we should be in correct position. So that's why, first of all, we have to look at ourselves. How I am. Am I speaking lie or am I speaking ill of others? Am I keeping them in trouble? So in all the ways, first of all, we have to look at ourselves. Then only we can speak about others. That you have to keep in your mind. So that's why we say always, honesty is the very difficult to practice. And other thing is, in order to teach others, first of all, we have to be honest. There was a story about the Prophet Muhammad. So he is the very great person. He has in his way, he lead his life very good way. So that's why we speak about him. So this Prophet Muhammad has one small story. We can learn from him how he was, how he is teaching others. So what had happened, we will see. Date plants grew abundantly in Arabia and everyone eat dates. So dates we also like, isn't it? So the dates we eat, so because that is very good for health, that we get stamina, everything. So everybody will be liking that. Children also eat plenty of dates, yes or no? So when we see children, because it is very tasty and sweetness will be there. When the sweetness is there, we all like. One day a woman brought her son. So what happened? One day one woman has brought her son to the Prophet and asked him to advise the boy not to overeat dates. So what the mother took the son and came to the Prophet and so she came to him and asked, can you tell my son not to overeat these dates? So please, if you advise him, if you tell him, surely he will listen to you. And home also what the parents will be telling, they are not listening to me. Madam, can you tell? Sir, if you say, he will listen. So the teacher here, they have more trust. So then when the parents are unable to handle, the teacher can handle the student. So here the mother also brought to the prophet, because his way of teaching, the way he advised the people is in a very good. So the woman has brought his son and asked the prophet, please advise him. The prophet asked the woman to bring the boy after a week. So as he said, as she came and asked, immediately the prophet has said, what? Can you please bring your son after a week? After a week. Then she brought the boy again after a week. So she went back with the boy, and again after the week, the boy came. She has brought him. The next, what had happened? The prophet took the boy close to him and said to him, don't overeat dates. The boy agreed. The woman asked the prophet. So just after the week, when the boy came, he took him in his lap near him, and he said closely, he has taken in a proper way, loving way. He said, you eat the dates but don't eat over. So you should not eat more. That is not good. So how much it is needed? So for a day, 2 or 3, so like that you eat. Don't eat over. So he said, and the boy immediately has agreed. He said, okay. The woman asked the prophet, you could tell my son this words last week. So immediately the woman had a big doubt. Last week I came, so that time the same word, you took him near and you said, this thing you would have told last week only. Then why you told me to come after the week? What is the reason? The woman has asked. So then why don't you tell? So the prophet answered the woman, last week I was in the habit of eating the dates. So what he said, I also have that habit of eating dates more. I am also eating more dates. I had first to give up this habit before advising your son not to eat too many dates. So here he knows that he also has that same habit of eating over. So before advising, he has looked at himself. So he thought, first of all, I have to control myself. So I have to control myself, then only I can advise him. So he took 1 week time to control his habit of eating these dates more. So when he controlled, within a week he controlled himself, then when the woman brought, then he has said them. As a young man, Prophet Muhammad used to be known as Al-Amin, the honest man. So the honest one. So here we can understand through this story about the one sentence on the top we have said. What is that? In order to teach someone honesty, one has to be honest. Honesty to teach others, one has to be honest. And here in this story, we can understand that before giving advice, before telling the boy, small one, first of all, he wanted to control his that overeating habit. He wanted to be controlled, because he is also same position as the small one. That boy, exactly, the Prophet Muhammad also is eating one. So first of all, he has taken the step. He took 1 week time and he controlled. Then when he is okay, when he has controlled himself, then he has advised the small boy. In order to teach something to others, we must practice it ourselves first. Yes, dear children. First, before teaching others, we have to practice in our life. We have to practice in our life. Then only we can be able to advise others. Jesus Christ said, what Jesus Christ has said many things in the forgive others. In last lesson, if you have seen, forgive even your enemies. Forgive even your enemies. So here, Jesus Christ said, truth shall set you free. What he said, truth shall set you free. He was right. The truthful people are free people. At last, they don't have to remember the lies they had told. As they always tell the truth, they are free to speak. Yes, dear children. So when we say the truth, in the starting of the lesson I have told. You have to be truthful when you start saying the truth. No need to look back. Anything, what I have done mistake. So every time you can speak freely truth. Once if you start saying the lies, every time you have fear in your heart. So you have to control. So you have to try to speak the truth. Honesty was the great vision of Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad, Mahatma Gandhi and such leaders. Many leaders and wise leaders are there. Say about them. Do you wish to join their company? So do you all want to join in their list? So if you want to join and speak about you also good, if you want others should be speak about you good means start learning to be a honesty and have a courage and speak the truth. Then only you can be a good, have the good character build up in your life. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Please, my dear children, again I am repeating. Read the lesson. Read the lesson and try to complete the exercise. Fill in the blanks and true or false. Anyhow, I will give you. But by yourself also you try. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Thank you all.